Welcome back to the channel, y'all. In this video, I want to see what is new and improved Meguiar's plastx clear plastic cleaner and polish, removes cloudiness, yellowing, oxidation, and fine scratches. Now even faster, great for headlights. I want to see what this stuff actually works to reduce scratches on your black vehicle. Now I tried it before, it did fairly good, I think, on faded paint, but faded paint is a little bit more easier to deal with than scratches. So I'm gonna use it by hand here on a scratch on my black vehicle here and see what this stuff will do. Alright, so as you can see here, we got some scratches going on, some oxidation and some whatever that's going on up in here. Scratch up in here. There's a scratch also in here, as you guys can see. And we even got some in here. Now this truck is 2001, so it's gonna have some damage going on. So we're gonna work this in on some of them scratches that you just saw here on this door, and we're gonna see how good this stuff actually removes scratches. We know it's for headlights, but will it work on paint? Let's find out. Here we go. Alright. Let's see what it'll do here. Now when you're working stuff like this, guys, I recommend you working in circular motions like this. And one more thing, I don't expect for it to 100% take out those scratches that you see. Alright. Alright. I would say your work time is good if you work it in circles. You definitely need this if you're doing a black vehicle, especially if this stuff really works. Y'all know when black cars show scratches and scrapes, and swirls, it looks horrible on a black vehicle. I mean, it just don't look right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's bump this off. See, once you work polish, you can go ahead on and take it off right away. Okay. Alright. And as you can see, it seemed like it reduced some. Let's see here. Yeah, it did. Y'all remember the scratch was in here? You know, some of them is thumbnail, but they can actually be removed right here. Just keep working it. But some of them, ain't coming all the way out, as I'll tell you guys. But I think they could be removed. It did. For the most part, it took it out some. Remember, it was here and much thicker. So it works for paint. It did a pretty good job as well. For the most part, it took it out. It took a lot of them out, guys. So this stuff actually works for paint, as you can see, for taking out scratches. So I mean, it don't have to be used always on headlights. It could be used for paint as well. So that's a good thing, right? Alright, so let's work that again. Let's show you guys products you might have laying around and you think that won't work for paint. It works for paint. And y'all can see it reduce those scratches. And like I said, even though you might hit them a couple times, you might need a cutting pad or something like that. But even if you don't have all that, product like this will still work. Using it by hand, it'll help. It'll make it look better. As you can see, scratch is less visible now, so it look better than what it looked at first. So that's all we can ask for. Excuse me, guys. All we can ask for is an improvement. All right, so let's hit it again. All right. All right. Just working in on them scars and the scratches. Concentrate mostly on those. And like I told you guys before, y'all know black paint's gonna show it. I mean, it's gonna give you the third degree. You know, if it ain't right, trust me, black paint, it's gonna let you know, oh, it's not right. It looks terrible. So it's gonna let you know it looks real terrible. Right? So yeah, guys, if you got this laying around your arsenal, it'll work for taking out scratches, especially on black paints, black vehicles. Needs it the most. Because like I tell you guys, man, these things really show some paint defects. Black is the worst color it is that show paint defects, and the hardest color to keep up. So if you buy a black vehicle, you better know what you're doing, because it's gonna show everything that hit black, every scratch, every nick, every swirl, hazy. Your black paint gonna show it. So black look good when it's clean, but when it's starting to look bad, it's gonna show how bad it really looked though. Alright, so let's bump this up. It might look good to you at first, but if you don't take care of black, you're gonna have one terrible looking vehicle. It's gonna look terrible after a period of time. If you don't like to mess with cars much, I recommend you to get white paint job. White show less scratches and swirls and all that stuff better than any other color. Alright, so let's finish buffing this off. And as you can see, it reduced those scars. Done it even better the second time around. Barely can even see them now. See where that big scratch was up in here? Right up in here. It reduced it. Barely can see us a little. But put a cutting pad there, you can get that out too. See that? So it just reduced it some here just by hand. So I want to show you guys it just by hand it'll work. It reduce scratches and swirls. Alright, so I just want to share this product with y'all, man. This stuff you might have laying around your arsenal that works to take scratches off black paints. And we'll try this stuff, see how good it does to take scratches and swirls off light color paints as well. Meguiar's plastx actually works. It's a cleaner and a polish. So there you have it, man. If you got this laying around, this stuff help reduce the scratches on black paint jobs, as you can see. And that scratch was way worse than that when I first started. So till next time, hit that subscribe button, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.